This is Nick with Build Brothers Roofing at 5889 Soledad Mountain Road. Starting my digital inspection, we are on top of an older architectural shingle roof. I want to point a few things out on this roof, but we can see just how discolored this roof is. You can see all the patches that have been done on this roof as well. I'm going to point a few things out while I'm up here. So the first thing that I want to point out, obviously, are the patches. So there have been leaks on this roof in the past. Somebody came around and really just kind of finagled some shingles underneath these portions of it and then just put some mastic and some sealant around it. These are very temporary fixes, and you can see that the majority of the sealant has started to erode and crack. Water's gonna be getting down into these repairs every time it rains. The other thing I want to point out is you can see how shiny this material is. So what's happening is the oils on this shingle product have started to evaporate. And when those oils evaporate, the granules on the shingle start to deplete and they roll off of it every time it rains. And all that fiberglass begins to be exposed. Once the fiberglass is exposed, the waterproofing is then greatly affected. And that's what's going on right here. So we have an older roof that is losing all of its granules, which is affecting the waterproofing of it. So when you combine that with the overall age of the roof itself, we end up with leaks. So we got a leak coming from this section right here. It went into the attic, and I can see a lot of watermarks and discoloration underneath this portion of it. It looks like there have been leaks here in the past. We've had some repairs done throughout this portion. Looks like they also sprayed some foam underneath here. There might have been some water that was getting underneath in the past as well. So this is the problem area for the moment. So our guys can come and do a patch job on this portion. Now the homeowners need to realize that once that patch is complete, you know, this product has been baking in the sun for quite some time. So there's gonna be a big square, you know, miscolored section of the roof that's going to be present. So just something for the homeowner to be aware of. I also want to point out the condition of the wood. We can see that a lot of this wood is very, very soft. We got a lot of termite damage on this wood as well. And so what's happening is, because we're so close to the water, whenever we get leaks on roofs like this, whenever these roofs start to go past their life expectancy like this roof is, water ends up penetrating the wood structure of the property. And once that wood starts to get wet, it is ideal food for termites. So they start coming out. We can see just how soft all this fascia board is. This stuff is literally just kind of starting to come apart, and it's all the way throughout the home itself. So there will be a good amount of wood repair when the homeowner is ready to replace this roof. Again, more repairs that we've had done over in this section. And then over here, I want to point out just the amount of granules that are in the gutters. So all this, you can see how thick it is. All of this is actual granules from the shingle itself. You can see how thick that is. That's coming from the roof itself. So again, we talked about the oils evaporating and those granules starting to deplete. Well, you can see just how bad it actually is. So in my professional opinion, this roof actually needs to be replaced. The product has gone past its life expectancy. When you live this close to the water, you want to make sure that you stay on top of the roof as far as maintaining it and making sure that it's in good shape, because once you get a little bit of water damage, it's a great invitation for termites, and that's not something that we want to see. We also have a lot of overhang over here. We want to make sure that this portion stays nice and clean. You can see the discoloration of these shingles, and a lot of that comes from just these trees growing over, leaves falling on this portion of the roof. Those leaves decompose, and they end up corroding the roofing material itself. So again, in my professional opinion, yeah, this home actually does need a new roof. You can see all the sealant around the penetrations that's starting to wear through as well. Every time it rains, water and moisture is going to be getting down these pipes. So what I want to do is tear this thing off down to the wood decking. We're going to go ahead and add a layer of synthetic underlayment. We're going to address any kind of wood issues. We're also going to replace these O'Hagan vents, or I'm sorry, these dormer vents with O'Hagan vents. We got 2 exhaust vents on this roof right now. I want to add at least 2 more on this section just to increase the exhaust ventilation of this home. We're going to go ahead and reflash all these chimneys, reflash each and every one of these penetrations. The new shingle goes on top. and then we reflash all the penetrations, like I said, and we'll paint them to match whatever color shingle we end up going with. We're an Owens Corning preferred contractor, which means that this roof will actually come with a 50-year warranty from Owens Corning and a 10-year workmanship warranty from us. But if the homeowner just wants to focus on this repair, then we can go ahead and patch this section of the roof. It's not a guarantee that it's going to stop all the other leaks from coming, but it's a temporary fix. But yeah, this roof has gone past its life expectancy and it is in need of a replacement within the next few years. That's it for my inspection.